And likewise, there was another wedding too that I had sometimes back. That I didn't know that there was a gutter at my front. Why running that? Event planner. I just felt the screen of my phone got broken immediately. It got damaged. Even the groomsmen, they were the one helping me to helping me with my ankle, with the ankle of my. They were like, I should just hold down, I should sit down. Clients don't want to when the event planner call their prices, when they send their rate card to some clients, they'll be like, what's it? What do the event planner do? I have somebody that can do it. I have this. But they don't know what we event planners face. Spiritually, we face a lot. I wouldn't lie about that. Spiritually, we face a lot. They have their invoice.
You are not imposing any timeline on them. Discuss with the people printing, right? When will these pictures be available? Because celebrities, you cannot tell celebrities that even if they have to pay extra. They get their pictures on that same day.
They get in fact, I look at this wedding, she got her pictures that same day.
So what I will say, even if you have to pay extra, let me know. But give me a timeline that I can work with. Not that when we get to that timeline, start saying you are not the one printing pictures. What's my business if you are not the one printing pictures? I'm dealing with you. You go deal with people that are printing the pictures. So let's get straight into the business of the day. So for today's topic, a very, very exciting one. We are going to be discussing experiences of wedding planners, what event planners, wedding planners actually go through from the pre-stage, that's preparation for the wedding, wedding planning stage, to the wedding itself, and to the post stage. Trust me, it doesn't stop at the wedding. It doesn't. The bride and the groom, after the wedding, most of them, that's if they don't have debt to pay. Some of them, they not finish paying,
they're not finished paying their vendors.
So if you are cleared, you can go for your honeymoon and have a very blissful marriage, right? But if you are not, you still have to be dealing with vendors. But in as much as clients or brides, grooms are dealing with vendors, the wedding planner herself is also finalizing a lot of things and doing a lot of things on the ground. So Oluwatosin, Opydiva here, like I like to call her, is going to take us through that process. So guys, watch, listen, and make sure you learn. Let's go, Opydiva.
An event planner is like a friend of mine in the industry, Coffs Events. She said she posted something on her Instagram story, I think 2 weeks ago. She said a lot of clients don't want to, when the event planner call their prices, when they send their rate card to some clients, they'll be like, what's it? What do the event planner do? I have somebody that can do it. I have this. But they don't know what we event planners face. Spiritually, we face a lot. I wouldn't lie about that. Spiritually, we face a lot. I had a wedding at a time that a whole lot just happened that day. But when the baker brought the cake, I just wanted to drop the knife beside the cake. And that knife cut my hand. Coffs Events mentioned it 2 weeks ago, and I was just laughing. She said there is most times we event planners, spiritually, we go through a lot. We collect our own back to back. We collect it back to back. And likewise, there was another wedding too that I had sometimes back. That I didn't know that there was a gutter at my front. Why running that? Event planner. I just felt the screen of my phone got broken immediately. It got damaged. Even the groomsmen, they were the one helping me to helping me with my ankle, with the ankle of my. They were like, I should just hold down, I should sit down. That I shouldn't stress myself.
And
I was the one planning the event. So we go through a lot spiritually. We collect our own back to back. So it's not easy. You just need to feel. A lot of people will just feel. This is not just to plan event, but spiritually, jokes apart, event planning too, it has to do spiritually too. When we look at it, sometimes it's not always an easy task to do. It's not easy at all. We collect our own back to back as the planners.
So do you also deal with let's say on the day of the wedding, do you deal with traffic, any Lagos wahala, like you mentioned earlier, last month?
On the day of the wedding, it's vendors that used to disappoint at times. You would give a vendor, you will have sent a timeline to them that okay, you have to set up by 9 a.m. and vendor is not there by 10 a.m. So you start calling, making calls. Where are you? They will tell you. Some of them will tell you we are in traffic. Some of them will tell you that they are
traffic has suffered. Traffic, the number of lies that they tell on traffic.
Exactly.
Even if there's no traffic, they'll say that.
And you know, it's always very important as a planner to give a timeline to all your vendors, because if you don't give a timeline to them,
but still, right? Even if you give them, like you said, some of them do not come through. So what do you do at that point?
What do I do at that point? I just have to like, you
have to wait.
I have to wait for them. I start reading Psalms. So there was even another wedding too that I had. You know, that is why I said a lot of things happened on the wedding day as well. There was another wedding that I had. You know, the bride wanted a garden themed wedding. Okay. And you know, it was during the rainy season. I called her. I sent a voice note to her. I said, this might not be possible because during the rainy season, you know, then I saw one, is it naturally or cocktail? She had this I think there was a field where they had a wedding on a field, and you know, rain started falling, and you know, most of her things were damaged, her glass cups were damaged. So she posted, I even sent it to her. She said no, she wants the garden theme wedding. So in order
she don't have a backup plan.
We didn't have a backup plan. Let me just put it that way. In order not to like disappoint her, I just said okay, I followed that in spirit. And you know, on the event day, everything was going on. In fact, we did this cabana style something. Everything was going on with
that one. Any small wind.
And you know, all of a sudden, this cloud just turned dark. Oh God. And you know, I was just like, what? Even the decorator, they were already the table cover. I know that. So you know, I had to remove the cake from where it was. So I was just like, God, what is this? What is this, God? You know, all of a sudden I just saw the bride's father, because he's a pastor, started praying, and you know, immediately I just turned myself to a prayer warrior. I just said, God, you've never for one day disappointed. You know, I was moving around, but I was praying I was praying seriously in my mind. You've never for one day, because the cloud was already dark, like there was no assurance that day. And you know, all of a sudden the decorator just came to meet me and was like, we are thinking of removing this table cover, because they did remove the table cover finish. Okay. You know, I don't know what the spirit that entered me. I said, leave the table cover alone.
Oh shit.
He said, you are the one that said it though. I said, leave the table cover alone, don't worry.
Oh shit.
So it was just like, are you sure? You are the one that caused it though. If anything happened, you know, the bride father just came and said, she said you should leave the table cover alone. Leave it alone.
Hey.
I know, glory be to God, the rain did not fall that day. We had the best weather that day. Like, glory be to God, the rain did not fall.
That's so nice. Yeah. That's so nice. So moving on, we've discussed pre-wedding, we've discussed wedding itself. Yeah. Now shortly, can we just discuss like the post-wedding, after the wedding, what do you deal with? Like, do you even have to deal with the, you know, the clients? Let me just know, like.
For the post-wedding, I don't really deal with anything more, because most times I used to advise my clients that it's better you send your vendor's balance. They'll send it to me. So after the wedding, I'll just be the one to like disburse out their payments to them, so there won't be any issue. But I think what I actually deal with after the post-wedding is the issue of the photographers delivering the frames and photo books. You know, you have to like call them. You know, most times they'll tell you 3 months time. Most times they'll tell you 2 months time, it's not ready. So I think that is what I actually do.
Yeah, for me, you know, the timeline we discussed earlier, those are the people gone that need timeline. I feel like, okay, can the pictures be ready so time? Like, if the pictures are not ready by so time, I'm not going to pay you.
And you know, most times if you tell them that, they might say they are not actually those that print out these pictures.
And they should work with them now. It's none of your business.
And you know, some of them,
let them give you a timeline. Some of them
already include it. They have their invoice.
You are not imposing any timeline on them. Okay, discuss with the people printing, right? Yeah. When will these pictures be available? Because celebrities, you cannot tell celebrities that even if they have to pay extra.
Celebrities, they
get their pictures on that same day.
They get their, in fact, I look at this wedding, she got her pictures that same day.
So what I will say, even if you have to pay extra, let me know. But give me a timeline that I can work with. Not that when we get to that timeline, start saying you are not the one printing pictures. What's my business if you are not the one printing pictures? I'm dealing with you. You go deal with people that are printing the pictures.
Okay, take a look at my younger sister's wedding. She had an absential engagement ceremony last year, November. And you know, we just collected the frame, was it not early February? We collected not even the frame, the photo book.
Oh,
we didn't do frame, we did photo book. You know, the guy was like, they've not printed it. I was even mounting pressure. My younger sister is talking, she's doing this, and they've not printed this, they've not printed that. So I just had to like hold on at the time. So we just collected the photo book like early February this year.
Imagine. So when it comes to your clients, like, oh, you are done with this particular project, do you miss it? Do you miss talking to your bride? Do you miss
I remember the bride.
Do you have
I remember
memories?
a bride. I'm going to mention the hashtag here so that whenever she sees this video, she will remember.
Okay.
Hashtag Toby and Toby. I remember that bride. You know, we used to have this. There is no single day we don't have calls. She used to call me, message me. I remember after our wedding day when she sent the review, she was like, "I'm going to miss you. I'll miss talking to you every day. I will have called you." So I remember. I remember Toby. She was like, "I'll miss talking to you. I will have called you that okay, this has happened, this has happened. I'll miss talking to you." You know, she said it categorically that day.
That's so sweet. Now that means you did a good job now.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if you didn't do a good job, after the wedding, I went to carry my slippers and run.
I've even done like, I think I've done like 4 or 5 weddings for their family.
Wow.
Yeah, I've done like 4 or 5 weddings
really
for their
sweet.
family. This is not even when you meet your client. You know, when they contact you online at most times, some clients will be like, okay, before they can actually make any payment to you, they have to see you, they have to meet with you. But I have a wedding, let me not say a wedding, a bride that actually won my free wedding planning. You know, I have the wedding for May 24th. The bride is actually in the, she's not based in Nigeria.
Oh, wow.
So of recent, she was like, I suggested some vendors to her.
Okay.
And you know, of recent, what I noticed is that she was actually she's a detailed bride. Okay. Of recent, I was now like, okay, the vendor said they need to start making payments, like a deposit to the vendors and all that. I told her that okay, you need to start because they already issued invoice and all that. But it seems she was a bit skeptical. So she had to come ask me that okay, can I meet with her auntie? You know, at first I even told her, I said I would actually like the vendor's payment to come in through me so that I would actually forward their payment to them because of some safety purposes and all that. I don't want her to like forward the payment to them directly. And you know, she was a bit skeptical. She was like, I will discuss with my family members. Okay, on Sunday, I think I went to meet with her auntie on Monday. On Sunday, I was asking her that, is there any new thing your auntie wants to discuss? Because I just felt, why would I go and meet your auntie when we've not even talked about, okay, these are the vendors we want, we've not concluded. She was now like, she just want me to go and meet with her auntie. And you know, me and her auntie, we had a conversation online. And you know, her auntie said she stays at Pan Group, that we should meet at Oshodi. Okay. So we even had to meet at that BRT bus terminal at Oshodi. And you know, when I saw the auntie was just like, she just wanted to know the person she's
put a face to the name.
I was not like, on and off that Monday I wasn't even supposed to go because I lost someone dear to me. I told her, I had to tell her that I said I lost someone dear to me, I wasn't supposed to come. But because I saw that she was being skeptical about this whole planning and all that, you know, she doesn't want to like entrust me with the vendor's payment. That was what I mean. And you know, the auntie was like, since she has seen me now, everything is settled. Like, you know, the auntie even called her in her presence that she has met with me before she started. So I think that Monday evening or Tuesday, she started sending me the vendor's payment just because she has seen me. So
what you're trying to say now is from, I mean, the pre part of the wedding planning process, you deal with skepticism. Skepticism. You deal with skepticism from the client. The client wants to put a face to your name before she starts sending money to you to ensure that
even while planning, we deal with skepticism as well. Most times I will just call my bride, I will just send voice note to my bride. Most times I just relax. God is in control of your wedding. I promise not to disappoint you by God. You know, I will just give them that assurance that they should just relax, because I notice most of them, that tension is always in them. Like they want to have a big day. That tension is always in them. So I will I will look for all my possible means to just calm them down. Just relax. Everything is under God's control.
Really sweet.
Yeah.
So anyways, I hope that you've been able to Igbo accent. I hope that you've been able to learn a thing or two from this session, guys. If you're a wedding planner, if you're an aspiring wedding planner as well, I hope that you were able to take some things from you know, Opydiva. Opydiva has about, I think, 9 years.
Yes, 9 years.
Experience in the wedding planning
yes.
industry. So definitely you can take our word for it, guys. Definitely. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Drop your comments if you have any in the comment section below. We would love to read from you. Thank you so much, and see you all in the next one.
Bye.